Alright, so we got a walk-in cooler with a bad condenser fan motor, a new condenser fan motor up here with a blade. Right now the box is at 50 degrees, they got it set for 40. So we're going to go ahead and start swapping this motor, and then we'll watch it come down to temperature. As you can see, it's flashing. That doesn't mean it's low on refrigerant. It means that it could have high head pressure on the bad condenser fan. So I'm going to check all that stuff before we just assume it's low. We're going to go ahead and kill power and get started on it. Okay, so this is our wire feed. Condenser fan motor's got 4 bolts that bolted down right there. And then these 2 wires just hook right to the contactor. So we're going to unhook those. And then we'll grab the new motor. Okay, so I got the blade off. It just has a set screw right there. Sometimes they get a little stuck, so I had to put some WD-40. But you see this motor is locked up. Okay, this is our new motor. They gave us plenty of cord to run. So you got 4 little 1/4-inch screws or self-taps. Pull them out, and then you can swap this bracket onto here, and we'll run the new wire through the conduit. Okay, so I got the new motor mounted, got the conduit ran. I'm gonna put some little crimpers on this. This is a new blade. And then the old blade, it's really not in that rough a shape, but they wanted to go ahead and replace it, and then just leave this one as a spare. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we got the new motor mounted, spinning good. Our wires come into here, got it hooked to the contactor. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back on and give it a test. For about 20 minutes, still is only 48 degrees. The sight glass is still flashing, and that's our true superheat at the evaporator. Okay, so I wanted to point this out real quick. Whenever I was looking at my pressures, I had 410A punched in on my app, which is why I had a 39 superheat, when I should have been on 407C, and then I would have seen that I actually had a 10 superheat. But I did catch it and decided to still add the refrigerant because the box was taking forever to come down to temperature, and I was leaving it closed. So once I added that refrigerant, it did start dropping in temperature. Okay, so we got a 3 superheat in the box now. I only have 1 pound, 17 superheat in the compressor. This is 407C. But it is raining, so I'm not as worried about the sight glass as I am the superheat. Okay, so you couldn't hear anything in that audio, but basically what I was saying is that the Schrader core for the service port was leaking, so I replaced that, and then the actual service valve, the packing was loose, so I tightened it, but you could see the dye where it's been leaking right there, and I could visibly see it leaking until I tightened it, which is another reason I wanted to add the refrigerant. Superheat is about 3.6, which is just a hair low, but it's pretty perfect. We're reading 49, which I just opened the box, but everything is looking good now. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up and call it a day for this one. Okay, so I wanted to give a little overview. So we had a walk-in cooler. I had a bad condenser fan motor, which we already knew, and we ordered the motor, came back out. I installed it with a new fan blade, The old fan blade wasn't bad, but they wanted a new one, and then they wanted to keep the old one as a spare. Turned it on, sight glass was flashing, checked my evap superheat, and it was a little high, so I went ahead and added about a pound of 407C. This is a 407C system. It's an old R22 with a PoE compressor. Looks like someone converted it. Got my superheat to about 3.5, 3.8 at the evap, which is pretty good. You want it in between, you know, like I always say like 4 to 12 is a really good superheat. And then my compressor superheat was 20. And I watched the box come down to temperature. Everything's looking good, so that's gonna be the end of this one.